The apartment felt too still, the bed too big, and every corner whispered reminders of what used to be. Friends reached out, family checked in, but nothing could quiet the emptiness inside her. It wasn't just loneliness, it was the silence, the lack of someone to care for, to talk to. Days slipped by without shape. Nights stretched endlessly. One rainy Thursday, she found herself at a local animal shelter, not sure why she went, just knowing she needed something. Rows of dogs greeted her with wagging tails and hopeful eyes. And then she saw him. A golden retriever named Max. He didn't bark or jump. He simply looked at her, calm and knowing. They said his family had moved away and left him behind. She didn't think twice. Papers signed, leash in hand, they left together. Her once empty apartment now echoed with new sounds. Footsteps, paw prints, life. Max wasn't just a dog. He was presence. He watched her with quiet understanding, never asking for explanations. When she cried, he was there, head resting in her lap, steady and silent. They built a routine. 2 bowls every morning, cereal for her, kibble for him. Evenings curled up on the couch. It wasn't glamorous, but it was real. Slowly, she found herself speaking to him. At first, it felt silly, but the way he listened made her feel heard. She told him things no one else knew, her doubts, her fears, how lost she felt. He just stayed close, tail wagging, as if to say, I'm here. One stormy night, lightning cracked the sky and woke her in a panic. Max was already at her side, warm and calm. She broke down, whispering how tired she was of pretending to be okay. Max didn't leave. That night, for the first time in months, she slept deeply, her breath sinking with his dot. Max slowly brought her back to the world. People smiled when they walked by. Neighbors asked about him. Coffee shop owners gave him treats. Without realizing it, she started smiling again. Genuinely. One evening, while Max chased the wind, she whispered to him, "You're more than a dog. You're why I still believe in love." He didn't reply, just rested his head on her knee. And that was enough. Then, during a usual walk, they met someone, a man walking a black lab. The dogs greeted each other like old friends. She offered a polite smile, expecting nothing. But he stopped and said, "Looks like they've already hit it off." His name was Ethan. New in the area. Also divorced. They kept running into each other. Shared walks turned into shared coffees. Conversations stayed light at first. Weather, dogs, work. But something about him felt safe. He noticed small things, the hesitation in her voice, the grief she masked. He never pushed. Max liked him instantly, which mattered. And she noticed how Ethan treated his own dog with care, attention, patience. Slowly, their lives began to overlap. Weekend walks, coffee runs, quiet companionship. Nothing forced, no labels, just connection. One morning, Ethan said, "I'm glad we met like this. I didn't think I'd feel this way again." She didn't say anything right away, but later, when he held her hand for the first time, she didn't pull away. It felt natural. That night, she whispered to Max, "What are you doing to me?" He tilted his head, as if he knew. Love, she realized, doesn't always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes it enters on for muddy paws and soft glances. Their bond deepened. On a hike one weekend, they opened up fully, no facades, no performances. Just truth. He shared his story. She shared hers. And somehow, it made the silence between them feel full, not empty. They didn't need to label what was happening. They just let it be. Then came the hardest day. Max began to slow. His body weakened. The vet confirmed what she feared, he was running out of time. That night, she held him close, thanking him through her tears. Ethan sat beside her, quiet, steady. When Max took his final breath, it broke her. But in that grief, she also felt gratitude. Max had carried her through the darkest time in her life and led her back to the light. Ethan whispered. He knew his job was done. Seasons passed. The apartment, once cold and silent, now brimmed with warmth and laughter. Ethan didn't fill the space Max left, no one could, but he honored it. Their lives merged, not with declarations, but toothbrushes left behind, shared mugs, dog toys scattered everywhere. One afternoon, Ethan turned to her and said, "I want to keep building this with you." She didn't need to think. She simply nodded. Love hadn't rushed in. It had settled, steady and kind. And Max, though gone, was still there, in every quiet morning, every shared laugh, every small moment of joy. He hadn't just been a pet. He had been her anchor, her bridge, her quiet reminder that love can begin again even when you think it never will.